And this really starts to give you a feel for it now. You can see how directly this bridge was built to face St Paul's as you go forward onto it. It is, for me, this bridge is an iconic piece of architecture and great engineering as well. But look at this as we come into the main part now, how we're virtually directly facing St Paul's. I think Christopher Wren would have been proud of this. And a good view back there from where we came last week, back to the reaches, back to Tower Bridge and beyond. And yeah, that was an epic moment last week. And then just to reconnect there, we've got the Shard again in all its glory, nearing completion. There in the distance you'll see we've got the old GPO tower, the post office tower, still there and totally refurbed now. That's a cool sight. That's a good view up in the direction that we're headed. That's Blackfriars Bridge in front of us there, which is having a lot of renovation work done to it at the moment, as you can see, with all the cranes and things. Interesting sign on that boat there, I eat 40 tonnes of rubbish a year. Presumably that's someone who spends their life in McDonald's. Is it? Yeah, I'm getting a really good view of St Paul's now. Mega. That's so cool. What have we here? Queen of England, perchance. So, can I believe this? It's been mobbed by fans here, but undoubtedly it is the Queen, as you can see. Yeah. You never know what you're going to see on the Thames, do you? Just want you to catch that nice bit of sunlight there, which I don't think we're going to see for much longer today because we've got a belt of snow that is going to hit us, I'm warned. But here we are coming under the Millennium Bridge and down onto the embankment, or what will eventually become the embankment on the north side, the posh side of the Thames. So here we go. And I don't normally walk along this side, so this is kind of a little bit different. Let's see what I can find to intrigue and entertain you. I suppose firstly that's a good view of the Tate Modern. Now I'm not going to go in there today, particularly as I'm on the other side of the river now, but I want to save that for when Caroline and I will venture in there to reconnect with, if you remember from the first episode, the various artefacts, including the Henry Moore sculptures that we found on the side of the Thames between the Thames Barrier and Greenwich that are shortly to be installed. But I won't attempt to complete that story myself. That will be for Caroline at a later date. And it's got intrepid people running here. Out there beyond Blackfriars Bridge is King's Reach Tower, which is the old home of IPC magazines in the famed day of publications like News Express, which is still going, and Melody Maker. And if we move round, you can't see this too well because of the sun, but that's the block of flats where Carol Thatcher lives at the top, and behind that is the Bluefin building, which you can't see, which is the new IPC headquarters. Now what they're doing with the bridge here, I'm not quite sure. It looks like they're building some sort of station there on it, I think. And a quick look backwards now, back to the Millennium Bridge, London Bridge behind that, and then beyond that to Tower Bridge. That's a pretty cool sight. And again the old Shard standing proud. If you look down below the railway bridge here, you can see the extent of the current. The tide is still coming out at the moment. I think when we did the walk last week later on in the afternoon, it was coming in, so we've got a heavy tide still going out at the moment. We're quite a way away from any sort of low water yet. In fact, I think we're only about an hour from, or maybe 2 hours from the previous high tide. And here you can hear the noise above. We're coming through under the railway bridge and up to Blackfriars Road Bridge, which we'll get a full view of in a second. Yeah, that's a good view of the old wrought iron construction. and I always think that reflects my era really, wrought iron and rivets. Do you like the hat, by the way? Ho ho. Now, if this comes across on the film, that's quite epic. A nice mixture of engineering, old pillars, kind of total mayhem, isn't it? I like that. Now you come under the bridge and the scene totally changes. You can see the London Eye there, and then beyond that we're looking down to Waterloo Bridge from here. It's quite a busy scene with ships there. Yeah, this is the embankment proper now, and got HMS President here with tubs of flowers growing on the back or something. Doesn't look quite real, does it? Like a weekend houseboat. Don't know what they do here. This all seems a long way away from the Thames barrier and the rooflands and the warehouses out there. Quite different. Quite a different London, quite a different Thames.